So salute to the people, Black Goose TV family. You already know what it is, what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully positive vibes, nothing but blessings and good things are happening right now for y'all and in the future. And if it isn't, I'm going to pray everything changes, and I'm just going to keep putting those positive affirmations toward y'all so that change begins to happen. Now, all that's out the way. Make sure during that time, y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. But I got some boxing news I want to present to y'all. You already know the game Fluence is coming at you with the real Fluence boxing. All right. David Benavidez, right? We know he's about to fight David Lemieux this upcoming weekend. We had Canelo just so happened to lose in a shocking fashion to Bivol, right? We got Jermall Charlo versus Selecki happening very shortly. I don't remember the specific date, but I think it's coming up in like the next couple of weeks, if not the next couple of weeks. It's this summer, goddammit. But we're seeing these fights. Caleb Plant, supposedly he has a fight lined up. We just don't have the announcement yet. He's supposed to be fighting in August or something like that. So he's going to be fighting this year. And then, of course, we were supposed to see this. Actually, yeah, it was supposed to be this weekend. We were supposed to see Boo Boo versus Zach Parker happen. So we actually had like this mini tournament of all the names that were trying to get at Canelo before he lost, right? David Benavidez fighting, Jermall Charlo fighting, Demetrius before he had the shoulder injury. Hopefully he still ends up fighting before the end of the year, but Demetrius was fighting. Caleb Plant was fighting. Like we had all these names right in that sweepstakes of the Canelo side of the game that were, taking on opponents. They were going to showcase what they had to do, hopefully win. And, basically be sitting there and saying, hey, Canelo, me, pick me. I'm next for the big money fight, right? Well, that's kind of changed now, okay? There was a big rock in the boxing universe when Canelo lost to Bivol. And actually, that's going to be a topic I'm going to be talking about a little bit later. We have some news about that. Canelo's going to be making a decision soon on, what he wants to do to move forward. But, with that being said, now we're in a position where something that Canelo said a while back, it wasn't that long ago, it was this year, it's coming into fruition now, right? It's kind of almost like he was a psychic, right? He was putting some shit out into the atmosphere, like almost like he knew what was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And there was one thing that he really stood by. And that one thing was when Canelo kept saying, all these guys want to fight me. David Benavidez, Jermall, Boo Boo, Caleb wants another shot at me, Triple G. All these different guys want to fight me at super middleweight, like all these different dudes, right? I'm okay with that. I would fight any of them. I don't care. But if I had to go through the fire and fight all these different type of names, in my opinion, why don't they fight each other and I'll fight the best, right? And Jermall, what? No, I'm gonna need your body. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez, talking shit. Boo Boo, I'm Boo Boo on draw. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, to only everyone be humble. Who would have thought a boxer could lose and humble other boxers? Does that make sense? So Canelo loses, right? Canelo is humbled somewhat where it's like, oh, damn, I thought I was going to run through him. Now I got to figure out what I want to do. Him losing and humbling him now humbles David Benavidez, Jermall Charlo, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, Caleb Plants of the world, because now, rather than sitting back and saying, oh, well, why would we fight each other when we know we want you? Well, you can't say that anymore. Now you humble and you're saying, well, damn, the sweepstakes is kind of gone now. Like, in order for us to create our legacy, we can't rely on fighting Canelo and beating Canelo. And now everyone's talking about us the way they're talking about Bivol. We got to fight each other now. We actually have to fight formidable opposition in order for us to build our career and our legacy and be what we want to be, known as great, because the possibility of getting the Canelo fight that can project my greatness like expeditiously, right? It's out the window now. And we all know that's the case was. So now all these fighters are going to have to go the hard route if they want to build their legacy and be looked at in a certain light. In the case of the Canelo fight is just not there no more. Because let's be real, it may not be for them guys. Canelo may have a whole different mindset and a different route of where he wants to be headed to now. And that's a realistic possibility that these guys have to consider. And you can see David Benavidez being one of the guys that's going ahead and acknowledging that being a fact. All right. I've also seen Jermall Charlo kind of acknowledge it. I don't have a video on that, but I did see, somewhere read where Jermall's like, hey, yo, I'm open to fighting. Oh, I'm sorry. I dropped this shit last night. See, I got so much shit going on in my head. So y'all check that out. Like, you got Jermall. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this article. Let's see what David Benavidez had to say. I'm definitely looking forward to the David Lemieux fight coming up this weekend. As always, your boy That's going to be doing the fluent style. So this is from Boxing News 24. David Benavidez eye fights against Caleb Plant and Jermall Charlo later on this year after he takes care of David Lemieux. So I don't see both of those happening this year. Maybe one of them. I would see Caleb Plant happening more so than the actual Jermall Charlo fight. I just don't know what's really out there for Jermall, though. That's the thing. So Benavidez goes on to say, I have no problems fighting Jermall Charlo, Caleb Plant, David Morale, all those guys. I feel like I gotta fight them anyways to be the top guy I want to be and the best in the world. So look, the article is agreeing with me, whoever wrote it. It might be a little too much to ask, think that Jermall Charlo will agree to fight Benavidez in 2020, but plans to time it. And you guys know I've already dropped that video yesterday, so guys, go check that out in case you haven't seen it. Jermall Charlo said he would love to fight Benavidez in 2023. So I think Charlo already has his two opponents for this year mapped out. Obviously, he's fighting Selecki, and then he probably has somebody else from the PBC's slaughterhouse that he'll fight to end this year. And we'll probably look at maybe a big push from PBC for Jermall Charlo next year, which may be too little too late, in my opinion. I feel like Jermall Charlo, man. I'm gonna leave that alone. I feel that's really silly because we don't like each other, but we need each other to get to the next step, said David Benavidez when told that Jermall Charlo said on the Mike Tyson podcast that he doesn't see any value in fighting him. We want to be pay-per-view stars. He needs to fight me, and I need to fight him. I need to fight Caleb Plant. We need to fight each other. Nobody here's the A side. We're all basically work the same. Why doesn't Jermall fight me and see if the people give him the respect? I'm 25-0. I'm sure people will give him the respect if he beats me. I'm going to point out, he said he was going to fight Munguia, and that didn't happen. He said he was going to fight Canelo. That didn't happen. He said he was going to fight me. That didn't happen. Who's he fighting now? Selecki. I know his paycheck would be more than the guy he's fighting now if he wants to get paid. I want to get paid too. Let's make the money. That's right. Okay, so I was just saying earlier, as far as Caleb Plant, I couldn't remember who his opponent was. He's fighting Anthony Durrell. So I love it, said Benavidez about Caleb Plant saying he wants to fight Benavidez after he fights Anthony Durrell. It's the closest we've been to making this fight happen. So I see Benavidez, if he beats Lemieux, if Caleb Plant beats Durrell, we'll probably see that before the end of the year. I think in my personal opinion, I think PBC sees more money out of a mega fight between Benavidez and Jermall Charlo, so they're going to hype that up all the way till 2023, where most likely we'll get a clearer picture on what's going on with Canelo, right? So we'll probably see David Benavidez beat Lemieux, that's my opinion. Charlo will probably beat Selecki. Charlo will probably be giving somebody else that he can just run or have an easy time with to end the year with, to build him up, but still have him cross paths with Benavidez. Who knows? They may even put Benavidez and Charlo on the same card, like co-main event, main event type thing, but who knows on whatever. Anyway, but Caleb Plant's going to fight Durrell. If he goes past Durrell, we'll probably have Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez before the end of the year. And then next year, we'll have the big build-up for Charlo versus Benavidez. And if all goes right, hopefully the winner of that fights Canelo, right? That's in a perfect world, right? That's how I see things going. But let me know what you guys think about this. I'm not going to be too long-winded with this. I just wanted to let you guys know. I want to break the news. You know what I'm saying? Give you the information you may not already have. Drop the like button. Like. Subscribe to the channel. Show some love to your boys always. Peace and blessings. And as always, I'll be back on